am with Dan, co-founder of Charlie Street. We are actually in like a private kitchen space, which is amazing. One, logistically for the sound. It's like you've done this before, maybe 1 or 2 times. So this is incredible.
Thank
but
you.
we have plenty of footage to share upstairs, which is a beautiful space. What I also am super pumped about is I'm somebody who eats primarily vegetarian, plant-based, and that is heavily what you guys are serving here. Kind of what's that inspiration? Is that how you've always lived your life and you're like, we just gotta do this?
Totally. So I mean,
share the wealth of knowledge that I have.
I'm Australian, believe it or not.
Yeah.
If you cannot tell by my accent. And effectively, growing up in Australia, we have such a beautiful relationship with our farmers, our farmland, produce. And as a result, I just got to like really love vegetables. And at the same time, don't get me wrong, like I'm not plant-based,
Yeah.
but I really love adding more veg to meals. So you'll see throughout my week, I'll have plant-based meals, I'll have meals with a ton of veggies. And as a result, it's like the philosophy I wanted to have here. Like I find people were either scared, intimidated, or didn't know how to use plants, cook with them, taste them. So that's kind of the brainchild behind that. And so we're gonna take an awesome twist on the classic mac and cheese. So mac and cheese is every grandma, nonna has an amazing way of doing it. I'm not gonna make my claim that mine's the best. I will say this is an awesome way of doing it and using a pretty epic product.
Yes.
That can add more veg, but most importantly, more flavor. The idea behind it is, number 1, tastes awesome.
Yes.
Number 2, really easy to work with.
Yep.
So you can just simply either add it to a sauce. It's already like, in fact, it's made out entirely of real veg, but add it to a sauce or just sear it in a pan. We're gonna add it to our mac and cheese today.
Okay.
And that's gonna be it. And then, yeah, the fact that it's made entirely out of real ingredients means that if you want to add more veg to your protein, you got this. If you want to be plant-based, it's already high in protein and twice the dietary fiber of any other product on the market. So
incredible.
Really, and it all started here at Charlie Street, like right here, all because of the community. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna salt our pasta water. So you want to lift the lid of that bad boy?
Am I gonna burn myself?
Probably not.
Okay.
You never know. You can let me know.
Sign any waivers.
No, exactly. Just gonna season our pot of water. We do want it to, as you know, taste like the sea. And we've got some, I'm gonna say elbows. Awesome. Awesome. So in that time, you're gonna put your lid back on.
Alright, see ya pasta.
See ya pasta. And then over here, we're gonna start making our, I gotta say this correctly because my food stylist is French. Roux. No, roux. Roux.
Yes.
Roux. It's not roux, it's roux.
Yes.
So, have you nailed that?
Sure.
Go for it.
Roux.
Oh! Jeez!
No, that's Italian. Sorry, wrong thing. We're getting all over the place here.
So we're gonna set ourselves up with a separate pot right here, and this is just gonna be smaller. We're gonna make a roux. Now a roux is, do you want to explain a roux or do you want me to go for it?
I'm gonna let you explain it. I know what it is, but we're here for you.
So it's a French technique of essentially thickening a sauce. You can use, it's in the base element of a lot of basic French cooking sauces. You got a Bechamel is one of the most well-known white sauces around. Now, all you're gonna do is add flour to a fat. They either use butter or oil. We're gonna use extra virgin olive oil today just to keep it a little bit more Italian.
I was gonna ask, do you have preference of one versus the other?
Yeah, I usually cook with extra virgin just because I'm Italian, like spiritually. But if I'm finishing off a sauce and I feel like I haven't had a lot of dairy lately, I'll use a nice grass-fed butter. So in goes our flour.
Bye, flour.
See you later, mate. We're going to combine that with our fat, in this case our oil, extra virgin, and then we're just going to like let it chill for a bit and bring it together. Turn our heat up to a medium high.
Alrighty.
Once it starts to come together, we can then chill. Now, with that, we're then going to add in our milk.
All right.
Full fat milk. I'm not a big fan of skim. I actually usually, I don't use a lot of milk these days. I use a lot of coconut milk. I work with a lot of plant-based options that are free of seed oils. But when it comes to this and keeping it somewhat classic bechamel, I'm using a full cream. You don't want to use a skim because it hasn't got enough fat content to bind it. Also,
and the flavor, let's be honest.
Is just to determine, waiting for the color to slightly turn a little bit of amber. So you want to cook you want to have your milk at a similar temperature to your roux.
Yes.
Right. So what I'm doing here, instead of adding just cold milk, I'm just going to heat it up.
Perfect.
And instead of being in a saucepan, I'm going to do this. It's actually going to be a benefit because it's going to take less time.
Heat faster.
Exactly.
Less surface area.
Exactly. Science. Everyone loves science.
I mean, that's really like what cooking and baking is all about, right?
Exactly.
So, all right. So, what other ingredients do we have that we'll be incorporating into everything once our items are ready?
Yeah, great. So over here we've got some classic medium cheddar. Right. We've got here some just Roma tomatoes. So we've got oregano and basil.
Yep.
Salt and pepper, and then because we've already got onion, garlic, and all the other goodies in tomato paste, everything else,
yes,
we don't need to add anything else. Now that we've got that to a nice color, we're going to actually add in our fat, which in this case, well, further fat. In this case, is going to be our milk, which is definitely warm. Okay. So you're going to gradually add that in for me. So go. Oh, whisk it together, boom.
Beautiful.
Go again, go again, go again. Love it. Keep it going.
And this is the part of like the science that always gets me too. Just how fast it thickens up from, you know, what we had before, a liquid, to like this really creamy, like in the best way possible, paste.
Yeah,
you know?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. Like it really is. Like even now.
And very multifunctional.
Yeah. So I'm adding in pepper.
Yes.
I'm adding in salt.
Yes.
And then I'm going to actually add our cheese in now. So this is where you grate your cheese.
Yep.
So just get the cheese grater.
Yes,
Oh, yummy roux, look at that.
Yeah, it's looking amazing. You want me to stop stirring?
Yeah, you can for now. Oh, I love that color too.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to add some of the starchy water here.
Perfect.
To our awesome bechamel.
Do you think not enough people know about the benefits of adding or reserving a little bit of pasta water?
Oh, honestly, one of the biggest misconceptions and unknowns.
Yes.
They neglect it so much. Next thing we're going to do is essentially just combine it all together. So into your bechamel,
yes,
I'm going to add in our bolognese.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
So let's give some room. I'm going to turn this bad boy off too.
It has done its job.
So in goes our bolognese.
Yep.
Made of mushrooms, cauliflower, goodness. And so this will thicken it up as well.
Okay.
So that's why we have to be conscious of having a little bit leftover goodies.
All right.
Along with that, we're going to add in our tommies, our tomatoes, which I might just use.
Is that a nickname that Aussies use, or?
Tommies? It could just be a me thing.
Okay.
So let's just coin it to be an Australian thing though. So in go the tomatoes.
Alrighty. Lovely.
Might get another set of that. In goes our dried oregano and basil.
Be gentle.
Just fold it in.
Yep.
Just fold it in. So in goes our pasta first.
Yes.
And then you're going to pour that over the top. Come at me. What we got left? We got some more pasta in there maybe? Get another layer of that.
Okay, so we can make it almost like a...
Oh, like a lasagna stitch.
Mac, like a... Yeah, lasagna, casserole. I'm here for it.
There's no rules.
Yeah, it can be... Oh, God. Well, that makes me think of... Have you been to an Outback Steakhouse, and what are your thoughts?
First and foremost...
Because their whole slogan is no rules, just right. Is that an Australian
true.
thing?
Well, I mean,
Along
yeah,
with
I guess...
not bloomin' onions?
I have never had a bloomin' onion in my life, and to date, I'm at least 30 years old. I've been an Australian for at least 30 years now.
Yes.
Never had a bloomin' onion in my life.
I will say...
Okay. Get that in here.
All right, let's... I'm not sure how much pizzazz we're going to be able to get with this. So we're going to use our spoon spatch
We are.
to the rescue. All right, teamwork makes the dream work.
So to finish off, just because we can, we're going to add some more cheese.
No such thing as too much cheese.
Exactly. So this is just going to go under the broiler.
It's beautiful.
And that is going to be pretty much our lovely dish.
And what would you say this feeds one person?
Absolutely.
Okay,
one hungry male, one hungry female. I would say it's a good family size.
Right?
Honestly, it really is. Served with a side salad, you know.
And how simple and effortless really was this. And then you've got a homemade, healthy, protein-packed meal just straight out the gate.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's got cheese in it and it's got pasta in it, so it's going to have certain things you wouldn't have on a regular basis. But if you're looking for a meal, it's got like added veg, delicious, kids are going to love it.
Yeah. Boom, there she is.
So I'm going to put this in the oven, under the broiler.
This looks amazing.
Yep.
Just a few minutes in the broiler. Incredible.
That's it.
What a difference. And then we've got some freshly chopped greens here. What do we have?
We've got parsley and a little bit of basil too.
Yeah.
Just because we can. So
I love that.
Should we serve your plate and get your thoughts?
I mean, don't twist my arm.
Okay,
Yes.
let's do it.
Here we go.
Ooh, creamy.
Yes.
Effing goodness.
And look at that steam coming out.
Oh.
Wow.
Get some fresh
Just
Tommies.
beautiful.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, don't forget about the Tommies. Never skimp on those. Oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you. Okay, so while I know that this is not served here, this is a Dan Kitchen exclusive.
100%.
But now I have another important question
Hit
for
me.
you. Do you have another fork? Can you join me in a cheers? I would feel incomplete if I did this solo.
Let's get a nice little bite here.
Okay, yeah, you go for that.
Cheers.
Okay, to amazing cooking. I mean, I'd throw this if that was appropriate.
You can. Totally
How do you beat that? I thoroughly enjoyed this product, which people can also get right here at the restaurant,
That's
correct?
correct.
Online. Amazing. Dan, thank you so much.
Thanks, mate.
I enjoyed this. This is mine now. See you later.
Mate, pleasure being here. Thank you.